I moved out to the Bay Area to attend a master's program in electronic music and studio recording technology at Mills College. And from there got involved in the local audio business for a company called Orban, which makes products for the radio side of the broadcasting business. But from there, it seemed like it was time to look around for other things outside of radio, because radio certainly not a growing part of the broadcast market, let's say, in the United States. So when I was looking around at the various companies where my audio experience could be relevant in the Bay Area, which is where I was located at the time, it seemed to make sense to check out ClearCom. One of the ways we stay ahead is we're very focused, right? I think our different competitors have different challenges in that regard, but we do communications and related kinds of platforms. So even our signal transport technologies, where we move signal around over fiber or over IP, even that activity is still sort of related into the communications paradigm, right? So I think our focus in that regard really gives us an advantage in that we're not moving all over the place trying to manage 10 or so related verticals that are all sort of in the general production area. So that's one of the ways we stay ahead. A very hard one was whether or not I was ready to disengage from managing the sales organization directly. So we've just at the tail end of last year put in a new vice president of sales, Chris Willis, who came to us as part of the Trilogy acquisition, and we've restructured his responsibilities to include managing the sales organization. I would say that throughout my time as president, I was also, up until then, was also still managing the sales organization directly, so effectively I was doing two different jobs simultaneously. Parts of me felt challenged by the decision to move away from having direct management of the sales organization, because the sales part of our business is very dynamic and it has a very important impact on what we do with the business overall. I would say most of my mistakes have been in the context of thinking about trying to do too much, believing that I or some combination of the ClearCom team could respond to a certain requirement in a period of time that was completely unrealistic. Sometimes you make certain assumptions in the product development process that you end up discovering aren't going to be able to be fulfilled that way, and you have to turn and go a slightly different direction, and you lose some time in that process. So probably most of my big mistakes have been about over-promising is maybe not exactly the right word, but being too ambitious about thinking we would be able to do something in a certain period of time. Well, certainly I was very pleased and honored to be in a situation this year to celebrate the 50th anniversary and be in the driver's seat, let's say, at ClearCom during a time when we've really achieved such a significant milestone as 50 years, and to have a chance to recognize some people who've been with the business for 3+ decades, right? I mean, you know, Charlie Button, still working in our engineering area, is the founding technologist of our business, still working for us today. Being able to recognize Charlie, you know, firsthand, because he was able to join us at INTERCOM, for instance. Very great honor, right? Can't say enough about how great of an experience that has been for me. The business world continues to get smaller and smaller, right? The geographic boundaries that once defined how we addressed certain marketplaces are no longer that relevant anymore. Production companies, production environments are crossing national boundaries and even regional boundaries in some instances. And so addressing the marketplace through a traditional reseller channel model, as we have done for years, and as we have counted on doing to provide the level of service we believe our customers require, right? Having there be the local ClearCom presence in each country allowed for that same level of service that we provide directly in the US to be transmitted into the global marketplace. Well, we have to figure out a way to rationalize that with the fact that people are doing business across those geographic boundaries every day. And that's a business challenge, and it's one that continues to, you know, add twists and turns, let's say, to how we respond.